about how to become a US CMA. What is CMA? CMA means Certified Management Accountant. So it is a certification given, granted, and awarded by the IMA, or also Institute of Management Accountant. So they give the certification to those accounting professionals who have met the standards to become CMA. So the IMA grants this certification to candidates who have met the standards and specific requirements such as passing the CMA exam. The Institute of Certified Management Accountant, on the other hand, or ICMA, are the ones who make the exam, and they ensure that all the topics in the CMA exam are relevant and always updated. The CMA exam content represents the knowledge, skills, and abilities that a contemporary accounting or finance professional employs on the job. So there are still many subjects covered by CMA exam, and some of the examples are financial planning and analysis, control, and decision support. Now in this video, we're going to discuss what are the requirements for you to be eligible for the CMA exam. So these are the questions that I've dealt with when I was reviewing and when I was studying about the CMA exam. So I took the CMA exam last 2019, and I started reviewing and researching about the what's and the how's of the CMA exam. So today we're going to discuss the 6 criteria for you to become a US CMA. So take note of this, and I hope this will answer your questions whether you're planning to take the CMA exam now or in the future. So without further ado, let us discuss the first requirement. It is very basic, and the first requirement is for you to have an active membership on the IMA. This is very basic, and IMA, as I said, is the one who designates and award the certifications for the candidates. Now, IMA is based on the United States. That's why we are discussing about the USCMA. But the USCMA is recognized in many different countries. But let me just say that we are gonna be discussing about the USCMA, not the CMA for the UK or the Australian CMA for Australia. So we're gonna be discussing this in another video, but right now we're going to be discussing the requirements for the USCMA. So for you to be a member, it's very easy. You just have to register with them and pay the membership fee. Now for the membership fee, it will depend on what type of a member will you be. Like, you can be a professional or someone who is working and already earning salary, or you can be an academic, like you're a teacher or you're an instructor, or you can be a student. You can be a member of this IMA even as a student. So it varies. The fees you will pay will vary depending on your, of course, ability, on your financial ability. When you're a professional, you will have to pay around $245, or that's roughly 12,000 pesos, Philippine pesos on today's conversion rate. It's April 4 today. But if your membership is an academic or as a student type, you will just pay a lesser amount. So for students, you just have to pay $39. That's roughly 1,900 pesos, Philippine pesos on today's conversion rate. So it's quite really cheaper if you're a student and you want to be a member of IMA. So you can be a member of IMA, not necessarily just because for the CMA exam, but IMA, their website, they have a lot of trainings and courses. They have a lot of resources which you can use actually, even if you're a student or a working professional. So me, as a working professional, I do go to their website to use their contents, to use their courses, so that I can learn more and, just develop and learn more skills that I can use for my job and as a CMA. You're just gonna have to check out which category you belong to and then pay the corresponding membership fee. Now for the second part, as I said earlier, being a member of IMA doesn't necessarily mean that you want to be a CMA. But if you want to be a CMA, you have to pay an entrance exam fee. So this fee is different for the membership. Actually, the membership fee is an annual payment, and the CMA entrance exam fee is a one-time payment, given that you pass both CMA exam parts within 3 years. Now, if you want to take the exam like right now, like this year, you just have to pay a one-time payment of CMA entrance exam fee. But you have to finish it within the 3 years window given to you. Take note that if you do not finish the exam, the 2 exam parts within 3 years, the payment will be forfeited, and that's the time when you'll be obliged to pay the entrance exam fee again. So for the third one, you have to pass the CMA exam. So there are 2 parts which you are not obliged to take simultaneously. So you can do one in a testing period and another in another testing period. So when I say testing period, it is the windows given to you when you can take the exam. So the CMA exam has 3 testing periods or testing windows, meaning these are only the period or months when you can take the exam. So I took mine on the September and October testing window. There is also a January and February testing window and a May and June testing window. So it depends upon you if you want to take both parts in the same testing window or take one on September and maybe another on January. But if you're aiming for the awards, so the exam has awards or top-notch rewards. The first one is the gold medal. So if you get the highest score on your testing window, on your batch, you will be getting the gold medal, and then the silver medal, and then the bronze medal, and the certificate of distinguished performance. So it's up to you if you are aiming for this awards and you have the time to review. You can go and take both parts in the same testing window. For the contents of the exam and exam tips that I can give you, we will discuss this in another video. So we can just stick to our main agenda for today. So for the fourth one, this is the education qualification. As I said, you can be a student member of the IMA, but for you to be awarded the CMA designation, you have to have a bachelor's degree or a professional certification. For the bachelor's degree, you have to get it from an accredited university or college of IMA, but it's not really difficult to get this qualification because most schools in the Philippines are accredited by the IMA. So if you have a bachelor's degree, you don't have to think twice if you will be accepted or not, because most schools are accredited by the IMA. You just have to check with them if you can see it in the handbook. So for the CMA handbook, I will give you a link below so you can check it and see which schools are included in the accredited list of the IMA. But as I said, you need not worry about it. Just have a bachelor's degree because most schools are accredited. And also for the education qualification, instead of the bachelor's degree, you can also have a professional certification. So you can see below the list of the professional certifications that's also accepted by the IMA. So for the fifth requirement, so this requirement is actually, I think, one requirement which takes a little longer to finish, especially if you're a graduate or a fresh graduate. So if you're a working professional, I think this won't be much of a hassle. This won't be a problem to you, but for those who are students who have only graduated, then this might take them a little while to fulfill. It is the experience qualification. So to be a CMA, you have to have 2 continuous years of professional experience that is acquired before taking the CMA exam or even after taking the CMA exam, just within the 7 years period. So if you just took the CMA exam and you're a fresh graduate, you don't have any professional experience, so you just have to get this 2 years of professional experience so that you can finally get your CMA designation. So I have a friend in our review who also don't have this qualification yet. So he passed the CMA exam with flying colors, but right now he's still completing the 2 years qualification. So I think probably next year he will probably be finished with the 2 years and he will finally get his CMA designation. So I think if you're a working professional, it won't be really a problem as long as you have professional experience in the field of finance, in the field of accounting. You can also have an experience in auditing, in budget preparation and reporting, in company investment decision making, completing monthly, quarterly, and year-end close. So that's usually what accountants, especially here in the Philippines, do. Also, if you have experience in costing analysis, in financial planning and analysis, forecasting, managerial ledger and balance sheets, preparation of financial statements and risk evaluation. So these are just some of the examples of areas that you can have experience in on, but actually the bottom line is they will be the ones to check, they will be the ones to evaluate if you pass the 2 years meaningful experience. So in my case and in any of my friends' case and my batchmates' case, I think there was actually no one who have been evaluated and did not get the CMA certification because of this requirement. Especially if you work in finance, any area in finance or in accounting department, it will be really good to go. So if you don't see your area or of expertise in the list of the CMA handbook, don't worry, just try first and just check with them because most probably you really are qualified. So for the last requirement, it is the last one. It's all about ethics. Now you can be the most competent, intelligent, and smartest CMA, but you will not be designated as a CMA by the IMA if you will not abide by its statement of ethical professional practice. Of course, as with any organization, you have to follow code of ethics. You have to follow and uphold the beliefs, the mission, and the values of your organization. So that pretty much sums up all the requirements that you have to take into consideration if you're planning to become a USCMA. If you have any questions, you can comment down below and I'll try to answer them the best that I can. I hope you do learn from this video and I hope it motivates you to go reach for your goal and become a CMA. That's all for today.